video, which is very exciting, and that is my wrap up for the month of July. I only read a total of 7 books though, so this is the worst month I've had all year, because I normally read about 11 books in a month, so it's pretty bad. The reason for that though is because I had like at least 4 different sets of guests come down to my house, because I live in Jindabyne, and like it's a very popular town in winter because it's, you know, it snows and people can go skiing and snowboarding. So I had a heap of people coming up to stay at our house to ski and snowboard, and I always had to, like, you know, socialise with them, and I didn't get a chance to read much, and a few times there was people staying in my room with me, so like I couldn't really read when there was people in my room because like they wanted to go to bed and I was like, I won't read, okay. But I still had time to read 7 books, so considering the amount of time that I didn't have to read, I did pretty well. The first book I read in the month was The Crown by Kira Cass, and this was just the best thing ever. It was such a good conclusion to this series, and I just, everything that I wanted happened in this book, and I'm just so happy that my babies are all happy. I love everything. And if you want to know more of my thoughts, I will leave a book review down below of The Crown. I'll also link down my big review I did of the whole Selection series, which Selection, The Elite, The One, and The Heir, and like the novella stories. I have just a book review about all those, and then I have one about The Crown, so I'll link all that down below for you to watch. Then I finally finished reading Never Never by Brienne Sherman. This book was on my TBR for the last month, and I like didn't get to finish it. I was so close. I was like halfway on the last day of the month, and I was just like, is this happening? This is not happening. And so I was really disappointed in myself that I didn't get to my TBR book for the month. But other than that, I was happy to finally finish this book, and it was so good. This is such a good, like, Peter Pan story retelling, and it's all about Captain Hook, and I just love him because I watched Once Upon a Time, and he's my favourite character ever. But I really loved Captain Hook in this, like Captain James Hook, how he started out as a lost boy, and he's, like, slow descent into being the villain he is, and, like, everything. And oh my god, I love Tiger Lily in this so much. It's just like Tiger Lily and Captain Hook is just my ultimate ship. I just want it to happen. Then I read Ice Like Fire by Sarah Rush, and I gotta admit, this was really not the best read. I was expecting so much from this, and it might be an issue of me having, you know, read the first one and then it took a while for me to get to the rest of the series, but it was just kind of slow and not much was happening, and then it was like all the action was in like the last 50 pages, and like everything was going wrong too. Like so much bad stuff kept happening in this book, and I'm just like, what is all this bad stuff happening? Like, why is it so boring, and then all this bad shit happens and then everything goes wrong? Like, I really want Frost Like Night. Like, I will continue the series, but it's just like, wow, is this book so long? And it's so like, if this book was having a slump with the what was going on, so it was kind of like a bit of a downer. But I still like the series. It's just, I don't know, I was just getting confused in this. Then I read The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead, and I actually really enjoyed this. Like, I've seen a lot of people talk about this book on Goodreads and other YouTube videos and other YouTube review videos saying they didn't really like this, and it was a bit like clunkish. And The Glittering Court, it's going to be a companion series, so there's going to be 3 books, and each book is going to be from a different person's perspective, and it's going to be the same story told over and over again. And why that was like, I think that's a cool concept, but it's difficult in this book because 3 characters that are going to be the main ones, I'm assuming, will be Abbeyleec, who's the main character of this one, Mira, and Tamsin. And what's annoying is Mira and Tamsin have stories that you never find out. Like, they have secrets that they just never tell you, and it's so annoying because it's like, I want to know, but you, like, most of the time in books, they generally tell you the secrets of people, so it felt weird having secrets withheld, and I have to wait for the next book to come out. But I really liked Abbeyleec. I liked the story and her running away from the arranged marriage and joining the Glittering Court. Everything was cool. But one thing with this book though is like, it was just a bit weird how it started out as like, you know, her being this really cool society chick, and then it started going in a really weird direction, and then it was like pioneer stuff going on, and I'm like, what is going on? But I really enjoyed it, and oh my god, I love Cedric so much. Ultimate character, best character, I loved him. He was great. Then I read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and this probably was my favourite book of the month because just everything about this was amazing. I really wish I read this like years ago because it's just, I love it so much and it's so relatable and just everything. And like, I love Kath and Levy and just they're just great couple, and it's just, everything is so like easy and simple, and it's just such a quick, like a good read, and it was so nice to read something that was, you know, like it had pain and sadness in it, but like not so much as fantasy books do, so it was really refreshing and I loved it. And I will link down below my review of Fangirl that I filmed so you can see more of my thoughts. Then I read Earth and Sky by Megan Crew, and this book was really interesting, but the one thing about it though is like I thought this was a standalone, and then when it was getting to like the last 20 pages, I'm like, this is an ending. Stuff is how's it like, and I was freaking out that I googled it and it's like, oh, it's actually a trilogy. So I now have invested myself into another series that I will have to buy the rest of the books for and finish, but I can't yet because, you know, the Project 5 is happening and I'm nowhere near buying one book yet. So I definitely want to finish this series though. It's really good. I liked the ideas of the time travel in this series and the aliens, and everything was really great. I really liked the main character Skylar as well, and Wynn was great. Just all these characters are so cool, and it was just such a cool concept, and I really enjoyed it. And then the last book I read in the month was The Shadow Queen by CJ Redwine, and I was so happy because I stayed up last night just trying to finish this so I would have 7 books that I read in the month, not 6. But I really enjoyed this retelling of Snow White. It was really well done, and I really liked Lorelai. She was a great main character. She was so cool. She had cool powers, and she was just really awesome. And oh my god, I loved Cole. Cole, man, I didn't even think dragons would be in this book, and it's just like the dragons are to everything in my life, and I loved the dragon so much, and he was such a cool huntsman, and just everything about him was awesome. But you know what's annoying? Look, this is my tear. Look, I've got these big dents in there and then broken spines, and it's like peeling. Like I can actually scratch this off, so my glitterness in this book is being destroyed, but it shows a book well read, I think. This is a pile of all the books I read in the month. It's very small though. I normally have a big pile when I do my books, but the month it's kind of sad. It really is. I like it better when I've, like, you know, read more books. I am happy though that this month I did end up reading my 2 TBR books for the month. I did it. I haven't failed this month. I failed last month, but not this month. And let's look at the little diagram of my read versus bought. And you know what's great? I read more books in the freaking month. Yes, I only read 7 books, but I only bought 6. Last month I bought like 41, so that is like a very good increase of books. And these books I will have in a book haul video soon. It's just Book Depository is taking a long time to send me the books I wanted because I got them with the Booktubeathon at discount, so it was just like I had to buy some books. And that was before the Project X, so it doesn't count. It doesn't count as buying books because it was like last month. It was last month. Now on to my TBR bin. What 2 books will I pull out? Give this a good shake. Okay. I always get so scared and excited because, like, I have no idea what's going to be in my hand. There's one and there's another. Okay, so the first book is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I'm really excited to read that. I loved the movie. Of course, I see the movie before I watch the thingy, but I've seen the movie before I read the book, but excited. It's going to be a good book. And Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. I am excited about that book too. Oh, it's always great. I haven't actually picked any of the books that are like on the bottom of my TBR that I'm like, I want to read, but like everything else is in my life that I want to read as well, so I'm just pushing you to the side. I wonder when that's going to happen. I feel like it will happen soon. I'm probably I'm ruining myself here saying that, but I don't know. But these are 2 good books that I'm excited for. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you soon. Bye!